So this column are the ones who watch less than 3 hours a day, and this column marked in yellow are the ones watching more than 3 hours a day. We have women and we have men. And through all variables, the high TV group showed poorer values of the metabolic status, including blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and waist circumference. Then the high TV group were also shown to be of older age, more likely obese. So this brings me to my first major point, that although considered physically active, a higher amount of television watching was associated with a poor metabolic status. I will discuss this further, and so it might suggest that TV viewing is associated with poor health status. And TV and obesity are closely linked, it seems, and maybe TV could be an area of behavioral change in those obese that could end up in better health. The findings also might suggest that TV could be a marker of poor health status, and that if risk reductions are to be considered, then it's important to consider the elderly, as it seems that those are the ones who are watching more TV. The second part of the paper discusses the life and health expectancies. And the graphs created are for the ones who are physically active. So the ones who are meeting the criteria of 150 minutes per week. And I will explain this graph for women. And to explain that in an easier way, I've created a simplified picture which reflects the results in the graph. And it says that women at 50 years of age are expected to live another 36.2 years. And in the graph, it presented by this thick line, and blue line is low TV and red line is high TV. And so we see a difference here. And so the ones who have reported watching less than 3 hours are the blue line, and it will read off to 36.2, which adds up to the expected lifetime to be 86.2. So blue color are the ones who watch low TV. They are expected to live 3.7 years with diabetes. So at 50 years of age, and then blue dotted line presents expected diabetes time. So it will read off to 3.7. Then if we compare this with the red lines, which presents the high TV group. So high TV group will live shorter and gain 1 year with diabetes. And I have to say that these thinner lines here and here are the confidence intervals. So we're just looking at the thick lines, which are the results presenting in these. So another